Hey, yo.
Here.
Hey, yo. All right. No, you got water? You good? You hydrated?
I'm good.
You went to the bathroom too?
You already know.
Potty break. There we go. That's what we needed. Yo, what's good, everybody?
Ticket number 2, according to sources.
Whoa. Chill out. Welcome back to another episode of IBTE Sports Podcast. You got your boy Lawrence, Kenny, Phil, and Neil. We back again, man. Got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, like why Phil don't got a hat that fits his head.
Listen, I love this energy. I just want to let y'all know this energy is the same in the group chat. The group chat has been ruthless all day today and yesterday. So I think it's going to carry over to this episode for sure. No, what you pointing at?
Y'all know, y'all want to know what I'm pointing at?
Something that doesn't fit?
The Arizona Fraudinals. That's what I'm pointing at.
Right,
you better give Kenny his credit for starting that.
We gonna get to that. How y'all feeling, man? How's y'all week? What's going on, man?
The Arizona Fraudinals. That's all I got to say. Woo! I'm feeling fucking woo! Let's go, baby. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Do we gotta clip this?
I'm feeling great. All right? And I was feeling pretty shitty. I mean, y'all know I was feeling pretty shitty in that group chat. Kenny's sending out the fucking Jalen Ramsey, COVID. Tyler Higbee, COVID. Robert Havenstein, COVID. Whole team, COVID. That is squeezing that head a lot. It's a lot. I'm surprised his eyes ain't popping out.
Just like yours, like a minute ago.
Damn.
This room. See?
He can't fit that finger up in there.
Nope, we can't.
Damn, son.
Yo, nah, bro, nah. Y'all gotta chill, bro.
Keep that shit pinned the whole time.
I'm not gonna do that to him. Yo, bro, y'all gotta chill, bro.
That's
y'all
all good.
Gotta chill. Yo, y'all stupid,
you have to have
man.
some way to enjoy the football season out of
everything. How about you, Kenny? How about you, Phil? How y'all feeling? Oh my goodness, that's funny. Great way to start off.
I'm doing great. You know, we also feel great. Our IBTE Fantasy Football League start up next week. All of us are making an appearance in at least one of them. Oh, that's right. Phil lost last week.
Yeah, we gonna get to that.
Sorry about that, Phil. But I'm feeling real good and
sadness.
Can't complain.
He said sadness.
Yes, well, I mean, exact opposite. As he got my heart broken on Sunday night, Monday Night Football because of fantasy. But, with every loss, there's something to gain. The ultimate redemption match this week in me and Lawrence's ESPN matchup. We're in the playoffs. Lawrence is the 3 seed, I'm the 6 seed. Perfect way to redeem myself is knock out one of the top seeds in the league. So I have my chance to redeem myself. I'm looking forward to it.
Yawn.
If it ain't an IBTE, it don't matter.
Hey.
This one matters.
That's what matters.
I
know this one matters to Lawrence. Me
it's
and
$100
That's
league.
both of us.
I need this.
Well,
What'd he say? He said Ramsey. He said Rams are 1-0 without Ramsey. 8-4 with him. Could he be released soon?
I mean, yeah, they're clearly a better team without him.
Right.
Some would say the Los Angeles Rams are better without Jalen Ramsey.
IBTE Sports approves this message as well.
Some would say it's almost like Raheem Morris waits until the last week of December,
What's up, Rick?
of January, to start coaching.
What's good? You said what?
Raheem Morris, just check the track record. He's a mediocre at best coach until mid-December, and then he's one of the favorites to get a head coaching job. I don't make it up.
And why you think that? Why you think that happens?
Oh, I couldn't tell you, but it's just weird.
I thought it was the Eagles to the Super Bowl, Rick.
Same things happened last year with the Falcons when he took over as interim head coach. Like down the stretch, they were one of the top defenses, which was like mind blowing. That's how he got his job in LA. Yeah, who fucking knows? I don't give a fuck, man. As long as he keeps doing what he did on that, that's all that matters. All right.
He's that excited, he can't speak words.
Bro, what was that, bro?
You heard what I said.
Nealisms.
All right, let's get right into it.
right
into it. It's in so
So let's get right into it.
The Saints and Jets.
Saints
man.
and the Jets. Lawrence
Yeah.
was at the game.
Yeah.
He saw firsthand
Oh,
the
I was
ass
kidding,
whooping.
but Okay.
Yeah, it was a great
No, but
game.
I do actually want to know how the game was. Like, how was it being there?
I will say this. I went to the Giants. I went to
the
the
league. So
besides that, I went to the Giants and the Raiders game with my dad. That game was an overtime game, and I felt more energy in the Jets game against the Saints. It was weird, like comparing those. Even though the Giants with the overtime against the Raiders, like the energy was completely different between the fans. I felt like the Jets.
I feel like the Jets fans are more
reckless.
Yeah, I feel like Jets fans are more like passionate for their team.
I.e. my boy John.
I
They
think,
definitely are.
and I think that the Giants fans are really like, not all of them, but majority of them are front runners. When the Giants are good, everybody's a Giants fan. When the Giants are bad, no one talks about the Giants. They don't even know what football is. And then when they're good, everybody from New York is a Giants fan again.
I know a lot of tweeners for the Jets and Giants.
Yeah.
When the Jets get some like miracle win, they're like, yeah, the Jets did it, or some crazy shit. But it was definitely a good time to see kind of like all the players come back that were been on IR injured. Chauncey was out there, Lattimore was out there, and then AK obviously came back this week and he held it down. So it was definitely a good time.
So the biggest storyline of the week, it's got to be
That the Falcons are still in the playoff hunt. Woo!
that's actually crazy. That's actually
Congrats.
true.
Yeah, it is true.
That's true. And that's actually crazy.
If the Falcons beat the Niners this week, we'll be 7-7, just like the Niners, and we'll have the head-to-head tie over them.
If the Falcons beat the Niners this week, I will donate $20 to a charity of Kenny's cause.
I will take that.
whatever he-
as well.
Who do they
I'll
play?
take the action as well. You
Falcons
guys
play
make that 40.
The Niners.
If the Falcons beat the 49ers this week, I will donate $20 to a charity of Kenny's choosings.
Same here. So 40
Hey,
total.
just remember 2 years ago when the Niners were, top seed in the NFC, Falcons took them down.
I hope they fucking do.
What happened
No.
after that?
It doesn't matter. It was the end of the year. I'm just saying in general, we beat them. I don't care what happened.
I
We
hope they
had to beat
do.
them.
I hope they fucking do.
Got $40 to a great charity.
Pick whatever one you want, Kenny.
Bet.
So the Falcons.
So, the biggest story of the week. There was a game on Monday night. I don't know if anybody
Yeah, a lot of college basketball was played.
I don't know if anybody
NBA.
watched this game. But actually I do know that people watched this game because it was the most watched Monday Night Football game since 2000.
Second most.
Was it second most?
That's what the stat said that you said.
I sent the
He's not
stat.
here
So
lying.
the people that didn't want to see people kneeling for the national anthem came back.
Oh,
That's
I'll never watch football again.
They had to turn the
Football's
TV
experienced
on.
the greatest ratings in the history of the last 2 years. So you're right. Yeah, you sure showed them.
Yeah, you sure showed a multi-billion-dollar industry your one viewership. Wow, you guys really proved it.
Right.
Oh, you're burning shoes? Yeah, that's cool.
Like he's printing money still. But
It's like you already paid for them.
So the Rams beat the fucking best team in the league. Record-wise.
According to you or according to
Record-wise.
you know?
According to me, the Packers are the
I was
best team
going
in
to
the
say,
league.
last week you said it was Packers.
Record-wise, they beat the best team in the league. A game that they were not favored to win, obviously. But what was confusing to me was that the line of 3 points did not change going into the game when the news broke of Higbee being out, Havenstein being out, Jalen Ramsey being out, Dante Deon being out. You know, just pretty much any depth that we had. I mean, do you guys know who Kareem Orr is? Because I don't. Y'all know who Kareem Orr was guarding DeAndre Hopkins on Monday Night Football.
I don't know who that is.
Nope. No clue. Kareem Orr. Never heard of him.
D-Hop knows who he is, though.
Yeah. D-Hop knows who he is now.
Locked him up.
I know
Locked
Michael
him-
Orr.
No relation. I looked it up. So Vegas didn't move the line at all. So they knew
Because
something
Vegas
was
has
up.
inside people that knew D-Hop was not nearly what D-Hop is. We saw D-Hop not look like D-Hop.
Yeah,
at all.
he's messed up.
What do you think's wrong with him? Injury?
Yeah, he's
It's a
still
sprained knee,
he's
right?
still on, well, yeah, because now that knee, to me, that just proves he wasn't 100% last week.
Yeah,
Because there wasn't any contact last week for him to he just. I don't think it was 100%. I think he rushed himself to come back, and I think it's gonna definitely hinder him for the rest of this season.
Right.
I just hope it doesn't hurt him next year.
When did he hurt his knee? Oh, he hurt his knee
no.
Against the Packers, or no, the game before the Packers,
because he was out for a while with Kyler.
yeah, because against the
He
Packers,
he had the hamstring,
Right.
and if that probably follows for another leg injury, that means that he probably isn't all together to begin with. So all that shit is definitely connected.
Listen, I don't know. A lot of storylines coming from this Monday night game, right? We got a lot of storylines. We got the Arizona Cardinals who can't win at home. They cannot win at home. I think they beat Jacksonville at home, right? Or was it Minnesota they beat at home?
They're 3-3.
Okay, so they beat Minnesota at home. I think they beat Jacksonville at home. I'm not sure who the other game was they won at home. But other than that, they lost to the Rams who had missing a lot of people at home and they lost to the Packers without half their roster as well.
And they lost to the Carolina Panthers.
And they lost to the Panthers with
PJ
Cam
Walker
Newton's.
PJ Walker was the Cam Newton only took 2 snaps that game.
Yeah, and he scored 2 touchdowns on his 2 snaps, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are we saying about this Cardinals team that's in first place in the NFC, 10 wins? Oh my God! Look at here's the bad toddler, MVP. What are we saying?
Saying what I've been.
I know what I've been saying.
I know it. Like, I mean, they're a good team. I'm not going to discredit them and say they're not a good team, but I just never looked at them as the favorite ever.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think they're a good team, but I don't think I don't think D-Hop is going to be 100% in the playoffs either, because that's their plan is probably rest them until playoffs. I just don't think that the crowd favorite. I'd rather have the Packers and the Rams over them. So I think they'll have maybe a first round playoff, or depending on where they seed. I think they'll win one game, and then they'll probably bounce in the second round at best.
Does this say more about the Cardinals, or does this say more about the Rams?
See, that's where it's tough, because you could say it says more about the Cards because you lost to the Rams without a lot of their top guys. Or you could say it says a lot about the Rams because you won without a lot of your top guys. So, I don't know.
Obviously, as a Rams fan, I'm going to go ahead and say that it says more about the Rams. Coming into this game, obviously a winless November. Came off a bye week, go to Green Bay. Green Bay is still without some guys, and, the running back was hurt. He came in hurt. He played hurt. And you get fucking mopped up, right? And I'm just like, after that game, the season's over, right? I'm thinking the season's over. Whatever. Whatever's going to happen was going to happen. We go play Jacksonville. Obviously, wasn't even close. That's a get-right game. We're going into Arizona, and I'm feeling good. COVID comes through, not feeling too good. I mean, I even said it I think I said it in our group message. I said, this game's over. We lost the game. And I think I tweeted out, I said the Rams moved to 1 game above San Francisco after tonight because they're going to lose to the Cardinals or whatever.
Amazing fandom.
And we came through with one of the most impressive impressive wins I've ever seen. Honestly, it was one of the most impressive wins I've ever seen. Aaron Donald was out of his fucking mind in that game. Out of his fucking mind.
I think it says more about the Cardinals for me, because we don't know, especially how healthy or how injured D-Hop is. James Conner also has an injury.
We do. He's out for the year. He's
probably doing that too.
The report is they might have him back for playoffs, so we don't know how healthy he's going to be during the playoffs if they do have him back.
Yeah.
Listen, if anyone's out for the year, they come back for the playoffs. They're not 100% anyway. So to me, we know what D-Hop is, and it's what we saw last week. It's not regular D-Hop.
This is what you saw from D-Hop last week, by the way. Locked up by David Long Jr., Kareem Orr. I mean, you're talking about a guy who was the number 1 wide receiver in the league for, 3 or 4 years when he was in Houston? Oh, my God, D-Hop. He catches everything. He runs every single route, runs a full route tree, beats every man. And now he's getting locked up by, don't get me wrong, Darius Williams is a good cornerback, but it's this DeAndre Hopkins. Darius Williams locked him the fuck up. Kareem Orr, I said it before. We don't know who that is. Shout out to him. David Long Jr., shout out to him. you look across and you see DeAndre Hopkins. You're like, I was just on the practice squad. I was just playing against Ben Skoranek on the practice squad. JJ Koski.
But I would say this about D Hop is how long has he been in the league?
10 years.
10 years. So there's a lot of tread on his tires, man.
It's
like,
not 10 years yet.
Maybe 8 or 9.
No, it's not because he's not 32 yet.
It'd be close. It's probably close. Can't be what? How many contract extensions he get? He only 29.
He came in the league at
7 years. 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he got only 7 years. So he shouldn't.
2013. So this is year.
He might be at that point to where the tread is kind of getting to him. But
Wait, Cooper Kupp's older than him?
How old is Cooper Kupp?
Cooper Kupp is
30, I think.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp is up there because he
had 4 years in college.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's up there. But I would say this says more about the Cardinals.
Kupp is 28.
Yeah, Kupp.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
he
he's
was
up
30.
there. Yeah.
I was about to say, I know Kupp's not 30.
He's 28 and he's in his third year.
Right.
He had to stay for the 4 years.
He probably stayed 5. He probably was a redshirt.
Yeah.
Eastern Washington University.
It was probably 5.
Kenny, look it up. How many was it?
It was probably 5. He has no choice coming
For
from
y'all
there.
that don't know, and by the way, Kenny's our NCAA insider. He's got all the NCAA knowledge.
No, I think this says more about the Cardinals because there's a lot of uncertainty. I wouldn't say I would
4 years.
go. You said 4 years he went? Okay, so no red shirt. So I would say for the Cardinals, it would be like just looking at them at the beginning of the season, how hot they started.
Wait,
What happened?
listen to Kupp's numbers in college. His freshman year, 93 catches, 1,700 yards, 21 touchdowns. His second year, 104 catches, 1,400 yards, 16 touchdowns. Third year, in only 11 games, 1,650 yards on 114 catches and 19 touchdowns. Then his senior year, 117 catches, 1,700 yards, 17 touchdowns.
It's ridiculous.
Like, I don't care where he went to college. That's
Who's his
insane.
quarterback? Like, who are you playing? Who's he playing with?
I don't
Even
remember.
like that's craziness.
But like I said, I would say this says more about the Cardinals because there's a lot of uncertainty from where they started off. Started hot, now they're getting the injury bug, and it's hitting them a bit heavy in crucial positions. Now Phil, you said what? James Conner's hurt too.
Yeah, he was about to go on. Let him.
And then you got Chase. You got Chase. That's not even. He's an unknown right now. So that's 2 running backs. You're gonna be down to what is it? Eno Benjamin.
Yeah,
Yeah, like so. I'm not gonna disrespect him because I love the running backs.
But you got James Conner and Chase Edmonds, and that's definitely a downgrade going to Eno.
So, but another thing too for the receivers, you can't replace D Hop, obviously, but I feel like they got enough pieces on offense to keep it going. But D Hop is definitely big.
Like AJ Green has had a career rejuvenation there. Like he's not what the AJ Green he used to be, but he is definitely more than serviceable right now.
Oh, 100%.
I actually was about to use that same word, bro.
He's more than serviceable.
He had a big catch in the game too. The one down
Multiple
the
big
sideline.
catches in the game. He had to because D-Hop wasn't doing anything. He was too busy getting locked.
Like to me, that kind of speaks though on Christian Kirk. Every year, I feel like they've been saying like he's next up. Like yeah, he's like doing all right, but like AJ Green has emerged as the second threat in that offense. And earlier in the year, it was Rondale Moore. Like Christian Kirk, like we keep waiting for you to pop. Like where is it? Like I don't know.
But now another thing it just needs to be talked about. It's Cooper Kupp, man. He is
13
unguardable.
receptions.
He's unguardable.
Was that one away from the record?
No,
I'm not sure what the record was.
Brandon
For
Marshall
what?
had like 21.
But yeah, 20.
I thought that was a Rams record or something like most.
Oh,
records.
I'm not sure.
might be.
Probably, but I don't know. We had Torrey Hall, Isaac Bruce for a long time, so who knows?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Torrey
those-
Hall had the record before Brandon
Yeah,
Marshall.
those two were insane, bro.
Yeah, that was on the same team. But yeah, I mean, it just needs to be talked about because I mean, you got a wide receiver that's putting up numbers that the last time these numbers have been put up was by what people say is arguably one of the best wide receivers we've ever seen, and Calvin Johnson Jr. Right? Megatron. People say he's up there. He may not be Randy, he may not be Jerry, but Megatron was
Megatron was different.
Something else. He was different, right?
I think each of those receivers, like, they're in their own, like, I would say those four, but probably 5 receivers. I'd say T.O. is in his own, like, build, physique, and how he played. Randy was different. Jerry was a different blend, and then Calvin Johnson was unbelievable.
So you look at those wide receivers that you just named, right?
Yeah.
And they're all physically gifted in some sort of different type of way, right? T.O. was just fast twitch muscles, run past you, just whatever. Randy Moss was a freak. Jerry Rice was just out of this world.
I would say probably him and Kupp are probably the closest as far as when it comes to his work ethic is probably ridiculous because there's no other way to explain it.
That's what I was trying to get at there was like,
yeah.
When you look at Cooper Kupp, I mean, like he looks like me, kind of. You know, I mean, I'm obviously not fat or whatever like that, but I mean, like,
if
man,
one thing you two got in
old boy, yeah. Oh, listen, old boy is built.
Well,
old boy is built.
You know what I mean?
I
what
get
I'm
what you're
saying
saying.
is,
What
I'm saying is you
specimen like them guys, but saying he looks like you is a stretch.
Bro, listen.
If I had blonde hair, maybe.
No.
I got the.
I get what
We're not. We're the. Yeah.
He's not a physical specimen like them. Is what you're
He ran a 4.6 40 too. That's not.
None of that matters.
You look close to Lawrence.
Right. Lawrence said none of that matters though.
None of that matters.
He runs the crispest routes in the league every time.
Because listen, at the end of the day, people put so much emphasis on that running in a straight line for 40 yards. But what people fail to realize, the slowest person in that, when you give them the ball, they probably will make the person that runs a 4.3 look stupid. Which he does. He can, and another thing too, shout out to him, he can run every route.
Every single route.
I think that's the biggest thing.
And I think he has 700 yards after catch this year. Which that's like, nuts.
The 40 time is so deceiving. Like a guy like John Ross, who shot up draft boards because he was so fast. John Ross is already on his second team in the NFL, and he's been on practice squads. Like just because you can run a fast straight line means absolutely nothing. And actually, the 40-yard dash might be the most meaningless stat in the 40 at the combine.
John Ross.
That's an interesting take there.
I mean, okay,
it is, bro. Because like you really think about the other ones.
Cool. But if you're fast with no other talent, what could I do with you?
Right.
That's
like
true.
the other like skills training, like all that shit. You look at that too. You got the L cone drill. You got the shuttle. You got all that shit. You look at those numbers, like especially the L drill. You can tell a lot from a player that does that.
What do you saying? What do you say about Cooper Kupp this year? I mean,
I've always liked him. I had no choice to. We saw each other how many times over the past 3 years? Like as you a Rams fan, I'm a Saints fan. I'm sitting there every game, fucking terrified. Like all right, he's about to go for 100 yards. He's been quiet the whole game, and then next thing you know, he burns Lattimore down. I'll never forget that, down the fucking seam in the middle of the game. It's tied up, and then the game breaks open, and then it's a wrap. Like he's a beast. He's a beast. He's a problem.
Is he ready to be talked about in top 3, top
he
2, top 1?
Right. Well, right now this year he's the best receiver in football.
He's the best receiver.
Win the Triple Crown, and he's gonna win the Triple Crown in receiving this year.
Yeah,
receptions, touchdowns, yards.
So I did since it is Cup Mania. Right now he has 1366. He has 100 catches, 11 touchdowns. He also leads in targets, first downs, catches per game, yards per game, yards after catch, and he has no turnovers. No, this is just basically like, bro, he's a beast. It don't matter what team he play on.
No. Plus, I think he's the number 1 rated wide receiver in fantasy as well.
Think about it. He did this with Goff. Like he was a stud with Goff, and now he has Stafford, and he's unlocked even more. Like so that shows you he's a great receiver. Like I don't know what else we need to see.
And I don't know if people watch too. When he catches the ball, like he's actually like a lot of people just catch the ball, run to a spot. He catches the ball and he's thinking about like where everyone is and makes the best decision.
Right.
And when he doesn't have to take a hit, He doesn't take those hits.
That's why you see that turnover ratio down so much as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't run to the middle of the field where they could punch the ball out from behind. He gets out of bounds if he has to. He gets near the sidelines if he has to.
Yep.
He knows where his blockers are set up.
I think I would probably say like 5 or 6 catches where he was close to the sideline. Most people would try to dive to get the first. He knows that it's second down. All right, I'm going to get as much as I can, get out of bounds, not let this guy hit me. And then I'm going to catch it again on you and then break it for another 15.
Yeah. We're not surviving the show if we did that, Rick.
And I just want to point out that since we're talking about Cooper Kupp, that he's going to destroy Phil next week. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to face him. You got to face him.
What did it?
You're not worried? We're not stressed over here.
So we're not worried?
Bro, I don't know. All I know is that I wish that he didn't tear his ACL in 2018 because we would have had him.
He said, take a shot every time someone says Kupp. Oh, that's a lot of shots.
We would have had him for the Super Bowl in 2018 against the Patriots. I don't know personally, but I think he would have made a big difference in that game. I wish he didn't get hurt, but what are you going to do? It's a new year, right? It's a new year. It's time to go. I mean, Matthew Stafford, like Kenny said about Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford looked unlocked in that game. I think he finally got sick of all the bullshit, right? Sick of the Matthew Stafford chokes under pressure. Matthew Stafford can't beat teams over 500. Matthew Stafford's never beat a team with 9 or more wins. Matthew Stafford's never beat a team with 10 wins. Like, those are all true stats. And he probably was sitting down at home in the living room and was like, man, I am fucking sick of this shit.
But that's what it was, a personal choice of him to stay in Detroit. He could have got out of it.
I agree.
He could have got out of it.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
he would have changed the landscape of the league though if he left when he
his third year, maybe fourth year.
Like, he would have changed the landscape.
Oh, bold prediction.
that's
Rams
true
really
too.
didn't do that shit.
Very
Like, that
bold
shit
prediction.
didn't start happening until LeBron left for Miami. LeBron really changed the map for athletes when he left Cleveland for Miami.
I mean, the Rams, though, we said it before. We thought this was going to happen after their bye, like he did with the Bucs last year. But the Bucs, I think, it was 12, 13 games in the season before they locked in and won. So the Rams are actually
They're 7-5
on
when
the
they
same.
locked in.
Yeah, they're on the same exact trajectory as the Bucs were last year. So I really, for people to think that it's a reach to say the Rams are Super Bowl contenders, it's really not, because we literally just saw the same exact thing last year. Yeah, people think that because they're not the favorites, you got these teams in front of them. Mm-hmm. It's really not. Like we saw the same exact situation last year. You bring in a new quarterback, new defensive coordinator, new everything over there. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
So who you guys got for contenders right now?
Before I get on that, I do want to say to Kenny's point, and you know what happened with the Bucs that unlocked their team is they started running the ball. They started giving Leonard Fournette the ball more. And what has happened since the bye? Sony Michel.
That boy Sony, man.
PS5.
That boy nice.
Bro,
nice.
I didn't know. Like, Lawrence, I don't know if you knew about Sony like that. Like, I really didn't.
We all did, because that's.
I
was talking to Phil about it. I said, "Damn, y'all really let him go." Like,
right? Like,
I remember Lawrence said that.
Bill got a plan though, because you can see he got the running backs now.
I mean, they're good over there, but
it was a smart choice for him because he was a luxury there. Like, they didn't need him.
Yeah,
I didn't see, but like I didn't know. I felt like he was always, the man in the corner over there, because they had James White. They had
He was
all
he
these
was
different,
a luxury. They didn't need him.
And when we traded for him, I was like, great running back depth, right? I thought he was just like a third down back. He could block and shit like that. And then Lawrence was like, nah, he's really a dog. And I was like,
he's that dude.
Okay, he's really that dude.
Like, to be honest with you, I thought that he should have started over Henderson just because that's no knock against Henderson, but that's just what I think Sony is capable of.
Yeah, I mean, this year for 100%, I mean, I don't know what happened to Darrell Henderson. He lost his bounce around week 5, 6. Something happened to him. He might have got injured, something, but he definitely lost his explosiveness.
He had the ribs.
Something happened to his explosiveness in this through like midway through the season, and we weren't picking up 3rd and 1s, like 2nd and 5s. He wasn't picking these shits up. He wasn't hitting his holes. Sony comes in, he just changes the whole way. It's like when we grabbed C.J. Anderson when Todd Gurley was hurt. It was like, damn, this is what a healthy running back could have done under this offensive line. Like, damn, and now Sony's really doing that, and it's game changing. It really is game changing. Speaking of Todd Gurley, I miss Todd Gurley, man.
Yeah, I just miss watching a healthy Todd Gurley.
Yeah, he was so fucking good, man. It's so crazy. Like, he's our age too. Like, you don't think he could ever come back?
No, that arthritis is no joke, bro.
But bro, come on, it's like, how can you not get that fixed? You
That
got
shit
so
is
much
chronic,
money.
bro.
What do you
Shit
mean
is
get it
chronic.
fixed? There's
Shit
no,
chronic.
There's no like cure for it. It's not.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can't get around that.
Sony
Bro,
is
like,
snapping
you,
too.
see, you sort like, you got, bro, they were all the same college. It's ridiculous.
Gurley,
Like,
Chubb,
Chubb,
Sony were
like,
all
insane.
Bro, we were talking about that in the group chat one day, and we sent the
Yeah.
roster. They had dogs. The
And
whole
then you- and then
fucking
the-
roster.
And then to finish it off, you had Swift come right after them.
Mm-hmm.
Insane.
Crazy.
So
But yeah, so talk about what Lauren said about contenders. I think right now, if I'm looking at Super Bowl right now,
Let's
I'm
go
gonna go.
NFC for now.
Oh, just for NFC?
For right now, while we're talking about it.
Okay,
Let
NFC.
everybody go NFC.
I think right now it's the Packers. I think it's the Packers and the Rams. I don't know. I think the Bucks don't have what I think they don't have it this year. I think that they
agree.
definitely could get helped out by an easy playoff schedule because they're going to win their division, and I think they have an easy, very easy end of schedule, so they can win their division. They'll probably win the NFC, so people are going to have to go to them. So I think Tom Brady thrives off that. They're going to get a first-round bye. They're going to get all this shit, and then all of a sudden, there you go. Tom Brady's back in the NFC Championship. So I think that's what's going to happen with the Bucks, but I don't think they can win the NFC this year. I think it's either the Packers or the Rams. I don't think the Cardinals got it, man. I mean, the Cardinals can't win at home. The Cardinals can't win games at home. I don't know. Which might be good for them that they lost against the Rams because now they drop down.
Yep, they set themselves up.
But yeah, and you look at the other teams like the Cowboys, for example.
Pack them up. Pack them up.
Bro, they barely beat that football team without
yo.
Scary Terry and without Tyler Heineke.
Yo, shout out to Michael Parsons, man.
That's
Oh,
true.
no.
Michael
That
Parsons
boy-
is nuts.
That boy, the truth.
Michael Parsons is actually sick.
There was Cowboys fans. Who the fuck is Michael Parsons? I want blah blah blah. I want to get another receiver. I'm like,
Or
bro,
corner, yeah.
you just don't know what you talking about, bro. Like, go turn the tape on from Penn State.
Right.
Turn it on.
He has a lot of people talking about Defensive Player of the Year candidate as well. Even though I
Michael
don't think
Parsons should
he's-
not win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I don't think he should be in the conversation, but a lot of people are saying that online, what I've seen.
If he finishes out strong and he has the stats for it, maybe. But
He's got to lead the league in sacks for me to pick him for Defensive Player of the Year. I think he has to lead the league in sacks. Playing at that position, like this year,
what position is he?
I understand
outside
that's what he-
linebacker?
But he's not
Linebacker, right?
He's
really-
DN, edge rusher, middle linebacker,
middle
outside
'cause
linebacker.
He started the year at middle linebacker. They only
Yeah.
moved him to the edge when DeMarcus Lawrence got hurt.
Who? No.
So, who?
But yeah, along with what Neil was saying, I think that the Packers and Rams are the two teams in the NFC right now. The Bucks have a super easy schedule down the stretch. The Packers' schedule is a little bit tougher, but I would not be shocked if the Packers hang on to it and end up getting the 1 seed. And if Tom Brady has to go into Green Bay, I mean, he did it last year, but this year, I don't know. Aaron Rodgers is on a whole different power trip. I don't know how that happened.
The scariest thing about the Packers, Kenny, is the fact that they've been playing decimated all year.
Right, that's what the Packers are just on a different. Like, yes, they were great last year too, and they had a top seed. Like, okay, but this year's Packers team to me is just—it's something I haven't seen from a Packers.
The
team.
Last Dance Packers.
Yeah, they're right. It's like everybody there knows this is it, and they're just balling out. It doesn't matter. Oh, this one's out. Who cares? This one's out. Oh, who
Yeah,
cares?
Bakhtiari's not even back yet. He should be back like 1 or 2 weeks.
Bakhtiari, they don't have Bakhtiari. They don't have
Jair.
Jair Alexander. They don't
They
have
missed Aaron Jones for games. They've been without receivers for half the season. Like, it's insane that team has put together a 10-3 record.
They don't have their best tight end. Also,
Yeah.
who tore his
He's out for the
ACL.
year, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that team. That's why they're so scary to me, and that's why I've been picking them as number one, even over. I mean, yes, I'm a Rams fan. And I want my team to win, but at the end of the day, I don't think anybody's beating the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is so good, man. He's so good. There's
And that whole field advantage is like it's people having.
who the fuck wants to go to Wisconsin in January? Who the fuck wants to go to Wisconsin ever, let alone in January?
Who wants to go there? For
I just
vacation?
want to throw something out there. Jameis beat both of the number 1 seeds that are currently right now.
That's true. I wish we played the Packers week 1.
All I'm saying, I don't want no problems. I just speak facts. That's a real stat. You know
I mean,
what I'm saying?
for me, if I had to rank them, I'd probably go Packers, Rams, and Bucks. I said this last year and the start of this year. The Bucks are either going to win last year or this year, and since they already won this year, I don't think they will go back or win the championship this year. So yeah, it's pretty much up to the Packers or Rams. But with the way the Packers offense has been looking, I think they're looking as more favorable than the Rams as of this moment.
The Packers offense, but it's also the Packers defense.
Yeah,
that's another thing that just gets thrown around. Not enough is their defense is still very good. And
I'm gonna go with the America's team that's winning the Super. Now let me stop.
Woo!
Let me stop. Now I'm gonna say I'm gonna kind of the same tune. Like I think the 3 is the Bucks, Rams, and then the Packers. I'm gonna probably say those guys, and then for AFC.
Whoa!
What?
We didn't get there yet.
We didn't get there yet. Man, they just going off script.
We didn't even talk about AFC.
We have a
We
script?
haven't even talked about
Yet.
AFC teams.
That's why I
games.
said don't get into AFC.
We're on the NFC
Yeah,
side
because
right now.
you over here drag the Ram shit out for forever and
Yeah, but
ever.
it's over now. That's how we were getting.
Oh, my fault.
You didn't get the
My
memo?
fault.
You just got to know.
Bro. All right, so
Because
what I was
the
gonna,
AFC is a whole different conversation because there's like 10 teams in the AFC that you could tell me will win the Super Bowl, and I'd be okay with listening to that.
There's 13 teams that can that are into contending to make the playoffs.
And out of those 13, you could tell me 9 of them could make the Super Bowl, and I wouldn't think you're crazy.
now. I know I just said this about Lawrence, but I'm gonna say it anyways. The AFC, I think it's the Chiefs, and I don't think it's close. To be honest with you, I don't see it. I don't see the Chiefs losing the rest of the year.
The tables have turned.
Yep.
The tables have turned.
I said it.
We go back
said
about
it.
8 weeks.
How many times?
Them boys is done.
Kenny, how many times Kenny and I
Jump
were on the
wagon.
Chiefs for so long, right? And then they lost.
We stayed on it.
We stayed on it, and then they got destroyed by the Titans, and I was like, I am
gotta
off.
jump.
I am out of here.
What is that, like week 6?
No,
Yeah.
because Derrick Henry was the
6 or
first
7.
game since Derrick Henry got hurt, I think.
Yeah, because they didn't have Derrick Henry. That's why I said gotta go.
Right.
So it's probably 6 or 7 then, because what he was like. Then they said he was supposed to be out for 6 to 8 weeks or something like that.
I'm not sure. I don't know. We could look the schedule if we had to, but I'm not sure.
Because I think it's past that point now.
But
Anyway,
what scares me the most about the Chiefs? It's not their offense. It's not their offense. It's the fact that their defense is not letting people score. You can't move the ball against their defense, and it's like the Chiefs aren't supposed to have
it's almost like there's 18 weeks in the season,
right,
and they adjusted.
It's almost like
Like a week thing,
Right. But every week when you have to talk about something, what am I supposed to do? Get on here and
It was
act
week
like
7.
the Chiefs weren't playing
I guess
football?
Tennessee.
Like you're gonna tell me after that Titans game, if you had to pick a Super Bowl champion that week, you mean to tell me you thought the Chiefs
Now
were
it's way too early to pick.
right? But
anybody.
if you had to have content to talk about, you're gonna just completely gloss over the fact that the Chiefs looked like one of the most undisciplined teams in the league and one of the worst defenses. You're just supposed to ignore that.
I know. Listen, I know, bro. I know, but like
But that's all. Like,
them boys is something else, man.
yes, don't get me wrong. People might have jumped off a little early. I'll concede that. But you can't tell me that I was crazy for thinking that.
I agree,
right to
and I said it with Kenny the whole time we were on those mothers for the whole season. I was like, guys, don't jump off yet. Guys, don't jump off yet.
Then jump
Guys,
off.
don't jump off yet. And then they got absolutely dismantled. And I said, guys, I'm out. And now all of a sudden I said, guys, please let me back in. Like, I want to get back in here. Like, please. I think it's going to be, honestly, I could see, I hate to say it. I really fucking hate to say it.
Gotta do it.
I really fucking hate to say
Gotta
it.
do
But
it.
I think Patriots,
Respect.
Patriots and the
You got
Chiefs.
to.
I could see either one of those teams going to the Super Bowl. The only thing that I don't like about the Patriots is I don't really like Mac Jones and I don't really like the wide receivers. But
I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
When Bill Belichick told you himself last week that he has zero faith in Mac Jones,
yeah,
why am I supposed to believe in him?
no, that's why I just said that.
He threw the ball 3 times in an NFL game. I don't care what the weather conditions are. If you're only throwing the ball 3 times, you have zero faith in your quarterback.
The camera. I was about to say your camera
Yeah,
going
no,
crazy.
yeah.
Uh,
no,
Go crazy,
but I'm gonna go my three. I'm gonna go Patriots, the Chiefs, and if the Titans can get Derrick Henry back, I'm gonna consider them in there, and if he's healthy. But my dark horse is the Colts.
Yep.
This game coming up for the Pats and Colts game coming up.
Saturday.
That shit right there. That is who I think is going to go. The winner of that game is going to go to the AFC Championship against the Chiefs, in my mind.
My three teams are the Chiefs. I've been saying the Colts for the past couple weeks are our team. I wouldn't be shocked. They have the makings of it. I mean, Carson Wentz is playing like the MVP Carson Wentz. Jonathan Taylor, you're going to be able to give him the ball in the cold weather games. That's going to be phenomenal for you guys. And then I also think that the game we have coming up tomorrow with the Chargers and the Chiefs is going to be absolutely huge. I think that the Chargers can absolutely make a name for themselves, and if they win this game, even if they don't win it, but if they do win it, you definitely have to start considering the Chargers as a team that can make a run.
And we talked about the Chargers all year.
Oh yeah, since preseason.
They fucked us. How many weeks in a row they fucked us? They lost games they shouldn't have lost. They looked absolutely terrible in some games, and now all of a sudden, here they are again. It's almost like Lawrence said, there's how many weeks in an NFL season? It's almost like there's 18 weeks in a season, and they make adjustments. This has been the craziest.
The Colts?
No, the Chargers.
Chargers. Okay.
This has been the craziest fucking year of football. I don't know who's
Absolutely.
good. I just don't know who's good.
I said it, man, time and time again. This is gonna be one of those seasons.
For me, if I had to rank them, I'd probably put Colts at 3 because it doesn't hurt to have one of the best O-lines in the league, plus a good defense. Darius Leonard has been a monster ever since he came into the league. The Patriots are number 2, one of the best O-lines in the league. But the only problem for me is they've been giving up a lot of big time plays in the regular season. They faced the Titans, who had no Derrick Henry. They gave up like a huge rushing touchdown at halftime. They've been having plays like that all season. And for the Chiefs, obviously they're the Chiefs. You know, they struggled a little bit beginning of the season, but the defense stepped up, and now all they have to do is fine tune that offense just a little bit more, and then I think they'll be ready for playoffs because they're starting to show signs of that with the running game. Their CEH looked pretty good last week, and if you continue to build off that, they could be good.
That's the one thing they do not have is a running game. The Chiefs cannot run the ball.
Better.
I disagree. I think the Chiefs' running game is a joke, and then that's one thing that's definitely going to hinder them going down the line. They cannot run the fucking ball.
Well, to me, it's almost like Buffalo Bills thing where I'm not sure they can't run the ball. They just don't run the ball because Andy Reid is so, I want to beat you my way, and he just wants to beat you by having them do ridiculous things on offense that he doesn't take with it. That's why they lost the Super Bowl last year because the Buccaneers were begging them to throw the ball short and run the ball. And they could have done it, but they just didn't. So I'm not sure they can't run the ball. They just will refuse to even attempt it.
Their run play is a screenplay.
Yeah.
Now, that's another thing about the Chiefs that I heard all week after this win is, the Chiefs beat the Raiders, who, if you look at the Chiefs' record against the Raiders and the Chiefs' numbers against the Raiders, I guess like Patrick Mahomes would have like 78,000 career yards if he played against the Raiders for 17 games or something like that because he just goes off against the Raiders, right? That's just what I'm saying.
No, I know, but that's a professional team still.
Listen, I agree, and you can't. Right. They're in the same division. It's a division game, right? And you know, the Raiders got one deep into the season last year.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Like, let's not act like people were saying that the Raiders were catching up and might be able to clip the Chiefs this year. Now the Chiefs beat them twice, and all of a sudden, it's just the Raiders.
I mean, that game wasn't even close. What did we say, Lawrence? We said Vegas fight back. What was going on there? That was bad.
Well, also before
they did that to themselves, doing that dumb shit, going on to the
middle of. I've never seen a team win after going to the emblem in the middle of the field. Never. Also, it doesn't help that your fucking running back gave up 6 points at the first play of the game.
Right.
Put you literally behind the ball right away.
Yeah. Neil, before you gave your 3, so where
I already gave mine. I already gave my team.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah. So how do we feel about the Bills as of right now then?
I think the Bills are done. I don't even put the Bills in the top 10 best teams in the league right now. Yeah. They're out for me. They're out for me. I mean, maybe I was encouraged by the end of the game against the Buccaneers, but
mind you, when you get to the playoffs, you've got to have that number 1 corner to go and chase that guy.
They lost theirs.
Devastating. Devastating
me,
loss.
That game last week against the Buccaneers said more about Tampa.
Well, then again, the Bills don't. I don't think White travels anyway, but still having them is crucial.
Sean, if you're watching this, I feel sorry for you, son.
No, I think that game last week said something. It said something more about Tampa. It just kind of proved the point that I'd been thinking all year. Like Tampa's good, but I can't trust them.
Yeah. And because they just don't have any cornerbacks, right? Like they just don't have anybody that can guard anybody. Like they're
all they do is grab.
They're walking DPIs and they're walking big plays. And you get a team like the Packers or you get a team like the Rams who both are top in the league in long, big play potential. You're going to get beat, and exactly what happened to the Buccaneers when the Rams played them. They got smoked.
So what y'all think about the refs in that game?
What
down
game?
The stretch.
Terrible.
Bills.
Oh man, I mean
Basura.
now. Granted, I did say what I just said about the Bills, but the Bucs got a lot of help from the refs that game. A lot of helps.
Oh, for sure.
So, but it's Tom Brady.
I'm not blaming the game on the refs though, because also as we all, this has been a historically bad year for refs. So, like, again,
finally, Kenny Lacy says it.
Well, no,
every week I say this has been
yes.
He's like, but it's the referees.
No, but
that's
You
professional sports.
gonna let me finish?
That's professional sports. That's just what happens.
Right, because it's what happens in sports. Yes, it's been one of the worst years ever, but it's not like they're never bad. Like I don't understand if you have to rely on a referee to bail you out to win a game, there were probably 20 other things you could have done in that game to help you win that game. I'm never going to say I lost.
They didn't start off 24-3, so.
Right. Exactly. It was 24-3. That was the ref's fault that you got down 24-3?
No, I'm just saying.
Sure,
I'm just saying.
The O-line for the Bills was terrible that game as well.
But
the Bills' offensive line is dog shit. I've seen enough to say it now. I watch almost every Bills game this year just because all the Bills fans, we're in upstate New York. We got a lot of Bills fans. Everybody's saying the Bills are going to Super Bowl. I watched a lot of Bills games this year. Their offensive line, they cannot block. They can't run block. They can't pass block. They can't do it. Josh Allen had 100+ rushing yards in that game, and it wasn't because he wanted to. He had to.
Looked like Mahomes in the Super Bowl last year.
He had to. Yeah, he had to run. And thank God he did, though, because that team, oh, my God, man, that team cannot do anything right on offense running the ball wise. And I'm done with the Bills' excuses this year, too, by the way. This is your year, right? This was your year. Sure, you lost your number one corner, but you still got a top 5 quarterback.
They lost them like 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. So. And you got a top 5 quarterback and a top 5 wide receiver.
Also, Tremaine Edmonds is no
Do we call Stephon Diggs a top 5 wide receiver or no?
After last year, they were.
Agree. So, and you got Dawson Knox, who is all of a sudden becoming I don't even know. He's a fucking monster. So,
great.
I don't want to hear anything from Bills fans.
Tremaine Edmonds is good as well.
Well, they got Jordan Poyer, right?
And Micah Hyde.
Yeah,
and
Micah Hyde.
I heard that's the best duo in the secondary in the NFL.
That's what I heard.
For safeties.
No, I know, but I'm saying.
Safeties
that's what I hear.
Right. And so you got them. Like, so losing Trey White shouldn't be the end of the world.
I don't know, man.
You got Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Tremaine Edmonds,
7-6 right now?
You got great defense.
Yeah, they're 7-6.
No, they have 8 wins, don't they?
No, they don't.
They're 7-5.
They're 7-6.
Tampa Bay, now they're 7-6 after the loss.
Miami
not making the playoffs.
Miami is coming.
Could you imagine that fall from grace? Like they thought that the AFC East was theirs now because Tom Brady's gone.
1 year
Last year was all that, and now you're on jeopardy of not making the playoffs once again.
They have to beat the Panthers next week.
Do you know what's nuts? If they don't make the playoffs, it will be because Tom Brady beat them. Just like Tom Brady always beat them and held them down all those years before.
What's the rest of their schedule look like, Neil?
They got the Panthers next week.
They should win that.
They should.
Yeah.
But they got the Falcons the week after.
Yep, Falcons the week after.
That's a loss.
No, they don't. They have the
Panthers,
Patriots, Patriots, Falcons, Jets. So they end with the Jets, which there's your win.
Really, the Jets is the only gimme.
I was just gonna say that's
the Falcons game. They should win. They should win it, but the way they're playing, I wouldn't be shocked.
Patriots games go either way.
Should win, but you never know. The Patriots games either way. The only surefire win on paper should be the Jets.
They're 10.5 point favorites this weekend against the Patriots or the Panthers.
If the Panthers show up and play like they did against the Cardinals, they're gonna beat the shit out of that Bills team. Now, granted, that was 1 week, but
yeah, I just watched the Panthers last week.
Yeah, with the way the offense
bad.
is working,
They're not good. They're like so dysfunctional too that they start Cam Newton, and then when they get to the 2-minute drill, they take him out to put in PJ Walker because
doesn't make any sense, man.
What?
Doesn't make any sense.
That's why the OC got fired, and this was after the OC got fired.
No, I would say no. Joe Brady's been fired, so that was their thing.
It's bad. It's bad. It's fuckery. And you can't blame you can't blame it on CMC being gone. He's been gone the whole fucking year. You had him for what, 2 weeks?
Who?
2 weeks total.
CMC. He's played 2 weeks this year.
About.
Bills can lose playoff position in week 15 even if they win.
Uh-oh.
How about this?
Got some NBA news.
This was written today at 2:15 that the Bills can even if the Bills win, they can lose. Scenario 1: Ravens win/tie to stay in the AFC North. Bills win, Browns lose, Bengals win, Colts win. So if the Browns lose, the Bills win, Ravens win, Bengals win, Colts win, they still.
And it's all possible.
They're still out.
Right.
It's not like that's unfathomable.
Wait, so if all those teams win, they're out?
Well, they lose their spot in the playoffs for now. They're not out, but they're not like locked out, but they lose their 7th seed or whatever their seed is right now.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, 7th seed. So there's 2 scenarios where the Bills lose the 7th seed playoffs this Sunday coming up. If the second scenario is the Browns win, Ravens lose, making Cleveland division leaders. Bills win, Bengals win, Colts win.
So the fact that the Browns climb back.
Bro, it's crazy, but they're not going to win this week.
I think the Steelers are last, and they're like 1 game behind first place or something like that.
The Browns are not going to win.
Who do they play against?
Doesn't matter. Their whole team's out in COVID. They literally have
the Raiders.
They have 27
I forgot.
Now, this is what Case Keenum said.
They're playing the Raiders Saturday.
I don't know if anybody saw. Case Keenum gave a statement today playing with Nick Chubb. He said, having a full Chubb back there is going to be really good.
What did he say?
Case Keenum, having a full Chubb back there is going to be really good.
Yo, Phil, that brings me to another point. Another player that's gonna get all the carries. I got Nick Chubb. You're done. You're done.
This will be a fun clip to replay next week.
No, you're
Very
done.
fun clip.
Can I see the teams? What are the teams?
Yeah, pull them up on the.
Pull them up. Pull the teams up. Can I get a shared screen on the screen here?
Side by side.
Is this a big matchup?
It's playoffs.
It's round 1 of the playoffs.
His bum ass.
It's fine. I don't mind being.
Wait, I think we're like all playing each other. Phil is playing Lawrence on that league. I'm playing Lawrence in one of the IBT leagues. I'm playing Neil another IBT league. And
me and Neil are playing the toilet bowl.
How the fuck did I have to play you in that league?
Who, me or Kenny?
You got to play me in? Because I had the highest point total, so I squeaked in. And you ended up.
Every team has looked awful. That's true.
I just want to say, y'all, your boy strung together 9 straight wins to lock up the first seed in the playoffs for fantasy this year. 9 straight wins.
Which means he's due for a loss this week, everybody.
I've been itching for a loss for the past 3 weeks, so it might happen.
That would be
Meanwhile,
terrible.
my team, Neil finished with 9 straight wins and got the 1 seed and has the 9th highest point total in the league. I finished 4-10 with the 4th highest point total, and clinched the 8th seed. So this is the craziest fantasy matchup.
Oh, of course, I gotta play. I didn't even look at your team. Lamar Jackson, Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones.
Well, Lamar Jackson might not play. So.
No, Lamar Jackson's gonna play. Amari Cooper, Cordell Patterson.
Ankle sprain. Who knows?
God. He's gonna play.
He's gonna play.
High ankle sprain.
If he doesn't play, I have Tyler Huntley on my bench.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley ain't gonna. I ain't worried about him.
No, but he'll give me 15 points at least. Like, it's not like
he not against Green Bay.
He might give me 15.
He ain't getting you 15 points. Against Green Bay. He ain't getting you 15 against Green Bay.
1 rushing touchdown gives him 6.
Okay, that's all you're getting from him then.
He needs two. He needs one rushing.
But the fact that I got
some
but
yards.
Jonathan Taylor's playing against New England's defense, though. Kenny?
I don't care. I don't care.
Aaron Jones is
for
questionable,
fantasy,
Kenny.
You're putting Jonathan Taylor in no matter who he plays.
I don't care.
He's one of those players.
Amari Cooper can play against the Giants, Kenny.
Yes, that means he might get 3 touches, 3 touchdowns.
He said 3. Jeez.
I say CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup.
My team is decimated. I got nothing.
Now that's how it is in the other league, like the league where I started off so hot and.
Yeah, I just got nothing. I'm gonna lose this week. Well, it was a good run. I think 9 wins, no matter what, is impressive. Lawrence? Are we getting
10 wins? I thought
10. No, not 9 straight wins.
Yeah, 10-4 overall.
Yeah.
What happened?
Where's this matchup?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, man. I had to log in.
Yeah, and he has to put
Did
all
you
the players
forget
in
the
the lineup
password?
because he doesn't have the.
Create the website.
No, relax. Jeez.
Kenny, what's going on with your camera?
The wire that I'm using right now, I think it's got a short in it.
Oh,
So I gotta get a new one, bro.
You need a phone charger?
No, because the new phones come with a USB-C,
Yeah.
and my laptop is old, so it doesn't have a USB-C, so I have to use an old wire to plug the phone to the laptop.
Is this showing right now?
No.
Share your screen.
I clicked it.
They didn't do nothing.
No, you didn't.
Oh my
No, you
goodness.
did not.
StreamYard. Come on, son.
Oh, here. Wait, Sean's in the chat here. I don't know what made him come in now. Sean, the Bills are done. Every team has looked awful. The Bills have looked awful multiple times this year.
you can say so. The Chiefs as well. Multiplications, they look bad, but
Yeah, the Chiefs are also getting it together at the right time.
true.
Right, it's about when you look awful. Not
I don't want to play the Bills
Yeah.
if they heat up. Well, are they going to heat up? There's 3 weeks left.
right.
It's Christmas. Teams don't just get heat up at Christmas time.
Unless you're Tampa Bay, but
But I mean, you could say that about anyone. Do you want to play any team if they heat up? Like,
No, I don't want to play the Jets if they heat up.
right.
Zach Wilson, who knows though?
What I do want to see is this matchup that Lawrence isn't showing me.
Wait, Phil, you are just as capable of pulling it up, right?
Yeah, Phil, what the fuck?
on here or just in general?
On here, all you gotta do is go to the website and click share screen.
No, let me see.
Damn, both of y'all technologically incompetent.
Down 24-3 against the GOAT, and then to tie the game.
Relax. Bear with me, bro.
Technical difficulty.
There we go. Okay.
All right, let's see this matchup here.
I don't have anybody in the lineup right now.
He's waiting for it to be a huge ass surprise.
Wow, this guy.
Oh, so you went and mocked him. Or,
Craziness.
Copied him.
Craziness.
All right, so we got whose team is who is here?
His is on the left. I don't have anybody
Can't
in.
see.
His is on the left.
Yeah, right
He's
here.
got
This
Mahomes,
is-
Michael
Mahomes,
Carter,
Michael
who
Carter,
might
who's
not play.
He's on the IR. He's done.
No, they designated him to return today, but
He's
might
playing
not
this
play.
weekend, so
No, it's
Michael
not
Renfro,
guaranteed.
Lockett.
They designated him to
What?
return.
So Lockett's got to play against the Rams. So that's never good for him. Kyle Pitts got to play against the 49ers defense that's coming on strong. Claypool against Tennessee, that should be 20 points. Jaguars defense against Houston, that's probably 10 points.
Now
Hunter
let's see
Renfro.
where- Yeah, Hunter Renfro.
But
No,
solid.
just show us your bench, bro. Oh, you could have clicked show bench right there.
No, that wasn't his team.
Yeah,
No.
it was.
It was the matchup. You could have just clicked show bench because I wanted to see Phil's bench too to see who's might have to put up for Michael Carter.
Can y'all just put your fucking players in?
Nope.
All right, Lawrence has got Eckler, Chubb, DJ Moore. How the fuck did he get a team like this?
Trades.
No.
The finesse god?
Well,
No,
no.
please. I drafted
he
this
he
team.
drafted those running
I
backs.
drafted majority of this team. I
He
made
got
two
optioned by a
trades.
trade, that's it.
I made two trades, and I made a stupid trade because I traded Deontay Johnson and Henderson for D-Hop early in the season. But it kind of worked out now because Henderson has been banged up and not playing like that.
Yeah, but Deontay Johnson to go with Cooper Kupp. Oh my God,
Listen, I had Chubb, Eckler, Henderson, and Deontay Johnson,
And Cooper Kupp. How?
Because I just drafted well.
Yeah, but who's in your league to allow you to get a draft like this?
The league is pretty good though. I would say because
you got Phil in the league already. So that's already
besides him.
I know, Rick. I know he fleeced some of these players out of here. I know.
No, wait, go back to other matchups so we can see Phil's bench, please.
My bench is decimated.
No, because I'm curious. Because if Michael Carter is not 100%, just because they designate you to return does not mean anything. Because they designate
in the middle.
Darrell Williams for the Chiefs. That's my only running back.
Oh, if you got to play Darrell Williams, you're screwed. Give Lawrence the win right now.
Whoa, Darrell Williams had a good week last week.
If you have to play Darrell Williams against Lawrence, give him the win. Did you see Lawrence's team, Neil?
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I'm not right.
Yeah, but I did a lot of research, and the people that were drafting in this league, what they do is they love the marquee names, like the old guys. And I was just like, thank you, just keep giving me these.
I was gonna say, for you to be able to get Deontay Johnson and Cooper Kupp, that kind of alone tells you that they're just drafting based.
Sean, you guys are number one defense because of who you. Oh my God.
He said I'm a slime. Right he said I'm a slime ball. I don't get it, bro. I don't know. Like,
wait.
Yeah. No, I know he's behind in the stream. No, he's probably went back and was watching. But what I'm trying to say is this number one defense shit for the Bills. I don't want to fucking hear about it anymore. I don't want to ever hear about the Buffalo Bills being number one defense in the league right now ever again. It's the most fraudulent fucking statistic I've ever seen. The Bills being the number one defense in the league.
Excuses for the Bills, like it was put up or shut up time, and they haven't put up.
It was put up or shut up. It was put up or shut. Yeah, please, for the love of fucking God, can I just pull this up here? Where is this? I can't because I'm a fucking idiot.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a fun matchup though, Lawrence. I'm looking forward to it.
You're done.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
It's fine. We love that energy.
Yeah, you're done.
You're done, bro.
You're done.
Meanwhile, in the sleeper league,
had to be you.
Hey, business is business.
This is why your team is number one defense in the league here. Dolphins without Tua.
Line up. The question is, who are you starting this week? Dak or
Texans.
Lawrence, let me show my.
That's
Dolphins.
That's classified.
That's a great question. Here, I got you, Kenny.
Absolutely.
In the sleeper league, we have. Is it up? No.
Yeah, shit. Oh, there it is. I gotta add up.
All right.
Oh.
We got the hot take God. There we go.
What team is this?
Zoom in. Zoom your browser in on the top right. 3 dot. Yeah, there you go. Yep, perfect.
Because LA took out 2 of his closest friends in back-to-back weeks. What a friend.
We know he's a fake friend.
What you talking about? This is competition.
We know that.
I want to step on all your necks.
This is going to be quite the matchup here.
Damn.
About to be fireworks, man.
Was this Kenny versus Lawrence?
Yep.
Kenny, show him that other matchup too.
So this is what the playoffs look like.
Damn.
Yeah.
Show him what else playoffs look like.
Yeah, I got you.
Interesting.
This is Kenny versus Neil this week.
Ooh.
4-10. He's 4-10. I got to play against him with a team like this.
Right. This is kind of nuts that this is a 4-10 team.
Yeah, I want to. Man gave him Jonathan Taylor, son.
We don't want to talk about that.
Shit is crazy.
I gotta get Laviska Shenault the fuck out of there. He hasn't put up double-digit fantasy points since like one game this year. He put up double-digit fantasy points.
Yeah. See, I got Devontae Parker in there right now too, but that might all change if Chase Edmonds gets ruled healthy. So like,
you gotta start Tony Pollard, right?
See, I don't know if I want to start Tony Pollard right now because I don't know if he's gonna play, if he's gonna be 100%. So.
Damn.
Plus, they might just pull him again after a lengthy touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Well, no, the lengthy touchdown was fine because at that point he had like 17 points for me. Like I was expecting to get 8 from him. So anything over 9 points for Tony Pollard is a plus.
Fantasy playoff time, boys. It's always the craziest. It's always the hardest, man.
I'm just glad I'm in the playoffs in some of my leagues. So
Fantasy playoffs time. Got the playoff pushes for NFL as well.
I'm a cheer for my podcast mates. Hopefully they win. One of them win.
Yeah, we need
Team IBTE. I'm not hurting anything.
Hey, you suck. You suck. What are you gonna do?
Absolutely.
Draft better. I don't want to ever have the first pick in the draft ever again in my life.
There's a fun way we can make that happen. One of my leagues we do, you generate the order, but what you do is like Neil. So since you get to pick which spot in the draft you want.
Well,
so you could give it up.
Right, so you can be like, yeah, I actually want the 5th pick. And then whoever was second says, okay, I want the 10th pick. And you go that. That's how I do it in one of my leagues. It's actually kind of cool.
Ooh.
So you don't pick draft position. You pick what position you want to pick your draft position.
Right, exactly. You just generate the order that the people pick.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Because, like you said, like first is a blessing and a curse. Like
it's the worst. I don't ever want it again.
I don't ever want
middle of the pack.
Never want first pick ever again in my life. Never.
6th or 7th is always the best.
Like obviously, fantasy is always about injuries, but when you have the first pick, it is literally about injuries. Because if you get hit with an injury, like thankfully you pulled it together. But most of the time, your first round pick goes down.
GG.
And you're the number 1 pick.
You almost have to be perfect on waivers.
Even after everybody this year. I mean, it doesn't. Your first 4 picks this year were fucked. Derrick Henry.
Going off of that,
Patrick Mahomes in the 4th with the 4th pick.
Lucky you. But yeah, with that being said, how far do you think like those 4 running backs are going to fall next year in people's drafts?
I think Jonathan Taylor's going to go ahead of.
Jonathan Taylor's probably going to be the number 1 pick next year.
Yeah.
Followed closely behind Derrick Henry and DeAndre Swift.
I would say Cooper Kupp goes up there as well next year.
No, but people are still going to not but running backs, because getting a 3-down running back that doesn't share the ball, doesn't share the backfield, is so complicated.
Okay. What do you guys see McCaffrey and Cook going?
I think Cook I think will stay middle of the pack.
Cook is still top 5.
Yeah, I think McCaffrey drops. And I think McCaffrey's
going to be
drops.
like what Barkley was this year.
I don't think he'll drop second round.
No, it's just some
late
people might
round?
still take him in the top 5, but I think most people are going to take him late first round, and if not, they'll get him on the comeback in the second round.
Because he gets to the point now where it's like, okay, you draft him, you have a guy that could go out there every now and put up 25 points a game.
Yeah, I think
but
Saquon might
you
fall
draft him,
farther too.
And now all of a sudden you have a guy that could put up 0 points for you for multiple weeks throughout the year. So risk versus reward.
Right.
I mean, it's almost like to the point where, like for example, if I have the 5th pick in the draft next year and Cooper Kupp's on the board, I'm taking him. I'm taking Kupp over CMC.
And watch him absolutely go off next year just because we said all this.
Well, that's usually what happens, but I'll live with it. I don't care. I'll live with it.
I mean,
I'm not going to be I'm not taking. I'll tell you right now, I'm not taking CMC in the first round next year.
Rather be safer than sorry. Yep, better safe than sorry.
Oh my goodness.
We got pickems, Kenny?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Let's get pickems and let's get the fuck out of here.
We'll start with tomorrow's game, Kansas City at LA Chargers.
Wait, I'm 1 behind, right?
Who gives a fuck?
No, we're tied now.
Obviously, don't give a fuck because you're last.
We're tied.
Let the winners talk, Neil.
All right, make the playoffs.
Well, then you shouldn't speak, being that you're not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking about playoffs. We're talking about pick'ems.
Well,
can you win money in pickems?
Someone speak.
Phil,
Chiefs and Chargers? Chiefs and Chargers?
You're going to be sad next week, too, bro. You're going to be out.
Well, we'll find out.
Out.
I still have some other leagues, though. I have backups.
Chiefs and Chargers. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go. Where's the game being played? It's in LA. I'm going to go ahead.
SoFi.
I'm going to go ahead and pick the Chiefs here. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Chargers here. Yeah. Give me the Chargers.
Interesting.
Larry?
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. Because fantasy football. I need them to do well. I'm compromised. Jared Cook, Eckler, Keenan Allen.
Yeah,
gotta
with
make
that
it happen.
logic,
Still do well in a shootout.
true.
Lose. But I guess, just to follow suit and be funny along the lines of Lawrence, I have the whole damn Kansas City Chiefs offense on my team.
Yeah.
So, let's go Kansas City.
Yeah.
Well, also
That's where we're at in this point of the season.
Yeah. Also following Lawrence's logic, since I have the quarterback that's facing Justin Herbert, I'm gonna go Chiefs. So
Second game, we'll pick this Saturday game, New England at Indianapolis.
Oof. That's game of the week for me.
I love that it's on Saturday. Like, how's the NFL just know this is going to be a game?
Yeah, that's going to be game of the week for me. I think.
what time is it?
Is the early one is it the early one or the late
I know
one?
Cleveland's the first one.
Because it's all fixed.
I think. Oh, this could be a good one, man. I think the Colts pull it out. I think it's a very marginal victory. I think 1 point, maybe 3 at the most, but I think the Colts pull it out.
I got the Colts.
And you know what? It's not even anything again. I just don't trust Mac Jones.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
And another thing too is Phil, you had brought it up earlier about the turnovers. You said Darius Leonard. I think that's his name, right? Mm-hmm. But the rest of that defense, ball hawks, they punch at the ball. You can even watch on the Hard Knocks. Like, they got the whole turnover thing. That defense is really, really good at getting takeaways. So
they're playing out of their mind so far this year. Like, that's
right.
Carson Wentz, he's doing a great job. So
yeah. Hey, shout out to Kenny Moore, D2 guy.
We all got the Colts, but you, Phil.
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna go with Patriots. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be a 1-score game, possibly 4 points. So I'm New England in a close one.
We'll jump to Green Bay and Baltimore.
Oof, another good game. We got a lot of good games this weekend. I'm gonna go.
I'll go first. I'm going Green Bay. I just think right now Baltimore is a little banged up. I mean, I need them to do well fantasy-wise, but I'm not going to just pick that way because I also have a brain. So, Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm picking Green Bay.
I'm going with the Packers, but I expect Justin Tucker to aid in the demise of Phil. So all roads lead to Phil. Like everything today. Like,
they're gonna score 15 points. It's gonna be on 5 field goals.
Yeah, and he's really done. That's
Nick Folk is the same exact thing.
Oh man,
I don't have Nick Folk. That's a different league.
You about to be devastated by turnovers. That's how y'all gonna lose that game. Unfortunately.
Right. I'm gonna say the Packers too. No matter who's at quarterback for the Ravens, whether it's Huntley or Lamar. So I'm gonna go with them.
Damn, before we go into our next pick'em, I just got this stat. It popped up on my Twitter. Highest passer rating when blitzed. All 4 quarterbacks are NFC West quarterbacks. Matt Stafford, Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Jimmy Garoppolo. That's pretty fucking crazy. Do not blitz the NFC West quarterbacks.
Yo,
also,
someone tell Sean, give it up.
Yeah, Sean, give it up, bruh. Yeah,
no, he definitely went back and started.
You gotta give it up. We don't care about the Bills. They're done for.
Point is about to
get. He said we back in this thing if we beat them. You heard?
They still would need help though, because the Pats would be 9-5, and the best the Bills is 8-6. So it's like, okay, whatever.
What else we picking? We got another game, or is that it?
We got one more. That was only 3.
Are you picking the Seahawks Rams?
No, because that's not really much of a pick.
Slaughter.
No, we're not doing that.
This one we might get some differing opinions. Let's go. Do we want to pick Cincinnati at Denver or Tennessee at Pitt? Or both?
Cincinnati and Denver.
All right, we'll go Cincinnati at Denver.
I'm gonna go. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Denver. I think they, even though it goes against my fantasy team, I got Joey B. But I think can you chill with the ASMR? Like, what's good with you?
You can hear that?
Yeah, bro. Like, you had the like, jeez, like, bro.
Breathe out. Breathe in.
He's got his bear going over there, but I think Denver's gonna get some turnovers and find a way to win the game. And another thing too is if the running backs are healthy, I think that will play a factor too.
Javonte Williams is not healthy, sadly.
I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I think they're getting hot right now. Joe Burrow's looking good. Jamar Chase is looking good. I think that
T. Higgins.
Yeah, T. Higgins looking real good. I think they
He's
should have
done
won that.
uncut hero.
I don't know how the fuck they lost that game against the 49ers, honestly, bro. George Kittle, that's how they lost that game against the 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk as well. That last second
And,
touchdown.
nah, George Kittle killed them.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to the people that didn't believe in Brandon Ayuk, man. I appreciate you.
Everybody.
You got me to the playoffs.
Everybody till week 11.
That boy, man.
I'm
Every
going to go
time I
Cincy,
put
though.
him in.
Shout out to Cincy. I
Cincy?
think they're playing for the lives right now. They need to get in.
How many points?
Ooh. Is it in Denver?
Yes.
Yes.
Cincy by 2.5.
Okay.
I'm going to go Cincy as well. I just like the way how their offense is looking, and I believe Cincy has a way better offense than Denver, so I'm going to go with them.
Yeah, I'm rocking with Cincy too. I just like I said, T. Higgins has come on. Like Jamar Chase is the marquee guy there, but T. Higgins has been no slouch in the past 4 weeks.
Right. Also some small NBA news. Klay Thompson, James Wiseman has been recalled from the G League team. We could be seeing Klay Thompson very soon. So NBA better get ready. It's gonna be wild. Those Golden State boys.
That nigga still suck.
Y'all better get ready in fantasy. You heard?
Oh, shit.
Oh wait, how's
Wiseman.
fantasy basketball looking?
I don't know. I think I'm 5th.
Rose is
I'm
actually
fourth,
doing
by the
pretty
way.
good this year.
I'm 4th, by the way.
Yeah.
You were all excited when you were ahead. No.
Did a
I'm
little,
at the
what happened? What'd you say?
You're excited
Damn,
last
Kenny,
week.
what
You were up by
happened?
5, so
Injuries, and I don't want to drop Klay Thompson to make room on my injured list.
especially
Oh,
since
my
he's supposed to come back.
God. Why do you still have Jalen Suggs on your team?
Oh, honestly, I've been so into fantasy football this year that like all I do is go on the app and start active.
Same. That's been
Jalen
me.
Suggs hasn't played
Yeah.
since December 1st. Get him off your team.
I literally just said start active players. It's been all about fantasy football.
Who's back to back?
That's
Brzee.
Oh, that's Bruzeis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm playing him right now.
That's
Phil, you beat me last week?
No, I'm ahead of you in the standings.
Oh, okay.
Since you were talking shit about being ahead in the standings
okay.
last week, so I just want to make
All
sure
right.
reciprocate that energy.
I was just checking. Did
Bro,
you
still get-
beat me? Did you beat me in our matchup?
Did we play yet? I don't think we played yet.
I don't know.
I mean, I probably will, but
I know I
we'll say
didn't
that
beat Lawrence in
later.
our matchup. I know that.
You got,
I know I
Yeah,
didn't beat
you
anybody.
beat
got
Kenny and Neil.
one,
didn't beat
boy.
you.
Clap. Mopped up.
I'm sitting there looking at my phone. Yeah, fuck out of here.
I got smoked.
My
Clean
team,
smoke.
my team showed up that week.
Bro, speaking
Yeah,
of
we haven't played
NBA
yet, I
fantasy,
think.
bro, listen, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Christmas Day NBA, man. That shit
What we
is-
got?
Oh, we got Lakers, Nets. I know that for a fact. Let me just look up the rest of the schedule now that you. I think the Warriors play too. Yeah, we got Hawks, Knicks is the early game. We got Celtics, Bucks at 2:30. Warriors, Suns at 5. Lakers, Nets at 8. Mavs, Jazz at 10:30.
So who knows who's playing all those
That's
games?
cute.
So
That's-
That's cute. But we got NFL on Christmas this year.
Christmas Day?
Yeah, we got the Browns and Packers,
Christmas is on a Saturday, yeah.
and then we got the Colts and the Cardinals. I'm tuned in.
Wow.
Turn that NBA
That's-
off my TV.
Greater
Yeah,
than, greater than, greater than.
That's
Turn that NBA off my TV.
I might have to go back into like 2000s when we had picture in picture. I might need some PIP. I need some. I need to get some my
Yeah, double
widescreen.
screen.
That,
We
that
got
shit don't
4:30.
exist no more in the TVs.
I know. I need some widescreen or some shit, man. I mean, this is crazy. I need to set up multiple televisions for this. Damn.
All right, fellas.
I'm
any,
excited, man. I'm excited. My last words are this. I'm excited. All right. I'm just excited. This is my favorite
Yeah,
time of the year.
full of
Christmas
energy.
time's coming up. I love Christmas. I love New Year's. It's always like the fresh slate, right? It's like turning the page into that new book. Hopefully this COVID shit is starts to wear down a little bit, but don't look like I stop it
They
anytime
just
soon.
get a mask mandate.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, but yeah, man. Christmas is coming up. Rams are getting hot. Fuck all three of y'all. That's what's up.
Damn.
I hate you too.
All right, go
It's
ahead.
all right.
What y'all got? Any last words?
Yeah, for me, this is completely off the top of anything we talked about, Christmas, whatever. So apparently, since me and Lawson's basketball video with our boy George, I've been getting a lot of 1v1 talk. So people have been hitting me up to play 1v1.
Like
I'm not even a 1v1 player, huh?
Like
Coworkers, other YouTubers' dads, etc. I mean, my stock's been up since that video. So
Yikes.
DM IBTE Sports if you want a 1v1 against myself. So
DMs
are available.
Don't clog up our
my personal DMs are available.
There you go.
Neil, if you want to play 1v1, I'll be up for it.
Kenny, what about you, bro?
Just,
I understand if you're scared though.
College sports, are about to get into full swing right now. Speaking of college sports right now, we got some. Oh, never mind. That was a typo on ESPN's part. I was going to say because that was crazy. It said the score was like 46-0, but that's not the case. We got college football playoff coming up. We finally have a non-Power 5 team in the playoffs. For Cincinnati's sake, I hope they put on a good showing. I don't think they're going to, and I unfortunately think that's just going to make the NCAA not ever going to vote in another non-Power 5 team. And but the college landscape is changing. We have Deion Sanders at Jackson State University, who flipped the #1 recruit in the country to go to his school today.
I don't know if you guys
Who
seen
also
him.
signed a $1.5 million deal with Barstool Sports, by the way.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen him play?
Yeah.
Yes, I've watched it. Yeah, he's an absolute dog.
He's a dog.
Deion Sanders, this is not the first time he's done this. He flipped the #1 junior college recruit last year. He's changing the game, not just for college athletics, but for HBCUs, for the whole football championship series. This is great for college sports, and I love to see this stuff.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's major too. The kid destroying the kicker that went to UCF and all that.
YouTuber.
Y'all heard of his story and everything. He had a video of him probably 3 months ago. I found out about him, and this kid literally returned the kick, went up to the camera, got on the phone, called his mom, was talking to his mom, and then went back in the game, and then got a pick, and then came to sit back down on the bench.
Crazy.
And I didn't know he was the number. He was the best player in his class and shit at that point.
Also, side note before you have your last word, Lawrence. Yeah, speaking of YouTubers and social media personalities destroying and other people like AJ Green has been really using their platform to highlight other players like high schoolers to show off their talent for colleges if they don't have the opportunity to. So shout out to those guys for doing great work.
And my last words is, man, keep being productive. Everybody keep believing in themselves. And shout out to Sean, man, for doing his channel. Hopefully you keep staying consistent and shit like that. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share it, sub to the channel. IBTE Sports Podcast is up out of here.
Hit that outro.
You said the outro.
Hit that outro shit.
Outro.